I got that notification. Do you hear me? Don't play that petty shit with me, because I will play the petty shit right back. You hear me? Girl, I think I heard on the news that they did a shooting in this area, so I'm gonna have to be careful. It's black owned. Okay. Woo! I need to get all of mine. All of it. But to cheat on your wife with 2 people at the same place of employment? Wait until a whole year to actually name their child. The drive-through. So now I got to take my fat ass in here.
It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those eyes. Got up and I beat those eyes. It's understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. And now I'm good.
Jeez, what big ass truck you got, sir? And when he got out, it was a little bit old man in that big old truck. But anyways, y'all, happy Tuesday. I'm gonna say Friday. It is 11:30, and girl, guess what? I got that notification. Do you hear me? I got the notification for, well, I haven't got my start date yet, but I am going to fill out my pre-hire employment paperwork. They sent me an email yesterday, asked me when I wanted to come in. I said the soonest possible. They only had like listings for today from 1:30 and all that stuff, so I chose 1:30. And then they sent me other paperwork, like other forms that I had to fill out and sign and all that stuff. I think it was like a good 8 or 9 of them, and I filled that out, signed it and everything. And now we is going to fill out some more paperwork, I guess. I don't know. It's the pre-hire paperwork, baby. I got out of there so quick today. Woo! It's coming, it's coming, and it's coming. Lord have mercy. The time is coming. The time is almost here. Do you hear me? And then I got on this camera to tell y'all the update about my coworker. Y'all know yesterday my boss said, well, last week my boss had sent her that email, and you know Sunday was her day to come back in, so she read it. Child, tell me why yesterday, y'all know the set time that my boss told her was from 8 to 4:30 Sunday and Monday. And Tuesday she can either choose to come in 8 to 12 in the morning or 12 to 4 whatever in the afternoon. So yesterday, child, instead of 8 o'clock 8 o'clock, she comes in at 9:54, prancing out and pissed off or something, like I sent her the email. I didn't send you nothing. I mean, you can tell she had a little attitude. She was throwing stuff down on her desk, and then didn't even speak when she came in. You know, when you walk into a place, you supposed to speak first. So being me, I was like, good morning. And she was like, good morning, and mumbled. I'm like, why are you mad at me, sister? I didn't do nothing to you. You know? But from then on, child, she was doing a birth certificate. She wasn't even paying attention to her phone. She didn't have no doggone long lunch. When she went to lunch, it was 30 minutes, and she was back at her desk doing a birth certificate like she's supposed to do. You hear me? Why are you getting mad at people when they telling you what you're supposed to do when you come to work? I don't get that. This is what you signed up for, sister. You hear me? I want to say, what's the fucking procedures when you robbing a bank?
What's the fucking procedure when you got a gun at your head?
Y'all remember that from Set It Off? When a white guy got in Vivica's face because she knew the people that was robbing the bank. And he was like, what's the procedures when you robbing the bank? I want to say, what's the procedures when you have a job? What you supposed to do? Don't get mad at me. Didn't speak to me the whole day. Didn't speak to me the whole day, y'all. But I don't care. I can be petty right along with you. You hear me? You don't speak to me. You don't talk to me during the day. I won't talk to your ass. That's how we gonna do that there. I don't care if I am the team lead. Don't play that petty shit with me, because I will play the petty shit right back. You hear me? And don't give 2 shits about it, because guess what? I'm leaving. So I'm hoping they give me a start date so I can go ahead and put in my 2 weeks notice or notice. The child, I am out this piece. You hear me? What is going on with this lighting? I don't know if today is the day that we take pictures, you know, for our badge and stuff. I don't know. Pre-hire employment paperwork. Like I said, they sent me all that stuff in the email. So, did I have my I know we take TB shots. Help. TB shots. And something else. I don't think I took mine this year. So I'm probably going to have to take another one. So they're going to have to do all that. I guess they can do all that once I'm there or something. I don't know. I'm just excited. And then it's at 1:30, but I left early, child. Like, you know what? I can go by Walmart and do what I got to do in there. And what else do I need to do? I want to go look for some scrubs because I don't know if they're gonna provide. I doubt if they provide scrubs. We probably get a discount somewhere. But if not, I'll go get me some. You hear me? I am in Walmart now. Y'all know I always gotta come and look at these jeggings. Oh, green. Okay, Walmart. Look at that. That's cute. Child, I ain't had no good. I go put this on. That's cute. Got built in. Okay. Padding. I forget how everything is set up in this Walmart. It's right down the street from the job where I'm going to. I just come in here to get a few more items and I'm having trouble finding everything.
Can we survive the distance? Don't know what we're missing. There is a space between us. I know healing ain't instant.
Oh my God, it is hot. Okay, y'all, I just came back from my place of employment, my new place. I was able to get the Tdap shot from there, and then I had to get other shots from LabCorp because I can't remember if I had the Hep B shot, all those extra shots. Girl, I can't remember. I was like, I was just, hold on, y'all. I got a tick. Okay, I was like, I would just get them all done over because I can't remember if I did them or not. I'm sure I have, being that I work at a hospital, but I was like, let me just do them all over. So they gave me an order to take to LabCorp. That's where I'm sitting at now, and I've already got those shots. Child, I had a college student. She was doing her clinicals, and she was like, "You want me to? Is it okay for me to do them?" I was like, "Girl, it's fine." Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, that was Joey. We trying to coordinate how to not coordinate, but trying to see what he want from this soul food restaurant called Drew's. Girl, that's so good. It's so good. Y'all know it's a mom and pop restaurant, or like a, you know, the restaurants in the hood, but their food is amazing. Especially their chicken. I love their chicken. Joey loves their greens and their black eyed peas and their pinto beans. So I'm trying to see if he wants something from there, and I can just go ahead and over there and get it, because I think they close at 3. They open from 11 to 3. So, but like I said, I got everything accomplished, and my start date is on the 31st. She was like, what date do you want to start? I was like, I don't know. I guess it don't matter. But I told her I do want to put in some sort of notice. So I told her the week after next. So Monday, July 31st is when I'm going to start. I signed all my paperwork. We got t-shirts to wear with our scrubs, of course. We got to buy our own scrubs. I meant to ask, do we get some sort of discount? But these shirts have the hospital name on it. It's a gray one and a white one. with black writing. So yeah, so now I'm trying to see if Joey wants something from this spot. If not, I can take my happy ass onto the house and take these clothes off. Girl, I think I heard on the news that they did a shooting in this area, so I'm gonna have to be careful. Oh, wait a minute, this say road closed. Oh no. Girl. Why the fuck? I don't want to go in deep into the heart of the city. Oh my God. Girl.
Turn right onto Horn Street.
Okay, y'all, they really don't have parking. I had to park by somebody's house. But this is the restaurant. It's called Drew's. And when COVID hit, they put this little window right here, so I don't really have to go in. So that's a good thing. It's black owned. Okay. Girl, this chicken just smells so good. She just opened the window and I'm like, ooh, I got a whiff of it. You hear me? Ooh. Look at this hem. Hey, good morning, y'all. It is Wednesday. Oh God, I am sleepy. It's Wednesday, July the 19th. I am in my office, child. Sorry, but anyways, I'm sleepy. I don't know why. But as soon as I got in this morning, I sent an email to my boss, my boss and my manager, stating that, you know, telling them about my resigning. I wanted to send an email to them before I put in a resignation, because through our intranet, there's an app that we have to go through to put in a resignation. So I sent the email first and then I put in a resignation, not knowing that y'all know I was gonna start my new job on the 31st. Was it the 31st? Yeah, the 31st. And the last day that I was going to be here was going to be next Friday. But I didn't realize how much PTO time I had. So in order for me to get my PTO check, I need to, you know, I need to work my full 2 weeks. My PTO hours were like almost 100 hours. So I'm like, girl, that's a whole free check. So my boss reminded me that if I were to leave before the 2 weeks are up, I wouldn't get no kind of my PTO paid out or anything. It would just be gone to waste. So I was like, you know what? Let me just do a little backtracking. So I ended up calling the new place of employment and asking them, can I switch my, you know, my days? Because she gave me the option of asking me which day I wanted to come in, you know, which day I wanted to start. She said it really didn't matter to her, so I chose the 31st. So I called and told them the situation. They was like, yeah, that's fine. It's happened before. You're not the only one. Don't stress out about it. Because I was stressed out. I was like, oh God, I don't want to not get my money. I want every penny. So she said it was fine. Don't worry about it. I can start on the I told her my last day here will be on the 2nd, August 2nd, which will be on a Wednesday. So I just said I'll start August 7th at my new job. So I had to go in and change. Well, I couldn't change my end date when I went in to put in my resignation. So I had to go through HR and blah, blah, blah. So they were able to, I guess, fix it. I don't know. But yeah, I had to get that PTO time. Like, girl, almost 100 hours. I need to get all of mine. All of it. Hey, y'all. Happy Thursday, girls. Every time I get on this camera, I'm burping. a happy Thursday, y'all. It is 12:19 and I'm literally just sitting here. I can be working, I can be throwing stuff away, but I'm like, I'm over it. Being that I gotta sit here another 2 weeks, it's like, but I'm kind of done with everything for right now. I did, like, we had 7 babies, so I was able to do 4 this morning, because I think 3 or 4 of them are leaving leaving today. So I went on and did those, and the other 3, we had 6 babies. Yeah, I did 4, and the other 2 just had their babies like a couple hours ago, so I'll do those later or tomorrow. So I'm literally just sitting here, girl. I can be, but I don't know, I just don't feel like it right now. I'm just sitting here, girl. I guess my boss must have told my manager, well, not my manager, my manager must have told the manager at the sister hospital yesterday about my resignation. And of course, I'm sure they're trying to get somebody to fill the position so it can be like an easy process, because I'm sure like people over there want to come over here. So she told one girl, because she Teams messaged me. Normally I would Teams message her. So she was like, Christy, call me, I'll be here till 3:20. And then I didn't respond because I thought it was like somebody was coming in here, because I was supposed to be at a meeting over there yesterday from 12 to 1 for the leadership training. But y'all know I'm part of the leadership by default because my boss ain't on site. So she always try to put me down in one of the meetings and all this stuff, but I ain't been the one since I've been here. And she was like, Christy, you have to go to this one. I was like, okay. But being that I put in my resignation yesterday, I didn't go. So I thought that the girl over there was messaging me for that. So I didn't respond. So probably about 15 minutes later, she emailed me. She emailed me the same thing, and I was like, what is going on? So not remembering, I forgot that not thinking that she would want this position or nothing. I didn't even think about that. So I called her and she was like, Christy, I know you were leaving, but I didn't know you were gonna leave so soon. I said, yes, girl, I gotta get that hell up on out of here, because she was like, everything okay? I was like, yeah, it's just a drive, I'm tired of the drive. The drive is so long and it's weighing on me mentally or whatever. That's it. And then she said she was trying to get over here too. Well, yeah, she said she was trying to get over here too. She wanted me to tell her about the position and all that stuff. And I was like, yeah, you have years and years of birth certificate experience, so this coming over here wouldn't be such a big deal for you, because I don't like the birth certificates. I said, you'll be barely, well, they just hired, of course, Nidra, and then they're supposed to be hiring another person to actually cover the weekends will be covered, so you'll be working Monday through. I was just telling her everything about the position. And then she was like, well, I was like, why are you leaving? What's going on? She was like, I was like, uh-oh. She was like, let me close my door, girl. And she was like, see, my husband cheated on me. I was like, oh my God. She was like, with somebody at the hospital. I was like, where she worked? I was like, no. She was like, yes. And she was like, not only with one girl, but with 2 people. How do you cheat on your wife with people that she works with? Like, that's so beyond disrespectful. I mean, cheating is disrespectful. Girl, get it right. Disrespectful, period. But to cheat on your wife with 2 people at the same place of employment? How stupid. I felt so bad for her. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. She was like, yeah, girl, that's what I've been dealing with mentally. It's draining me. I thought I could handle it mentally and thought I was strong enough, but they passed by my office every day. So I don't know if the girls knew that he was married to her, or I don't know. Why would you do that? And then the girls that you're messing with, I'm sure they told you where they worked, and you still decided to. That's crazy. That is just I was so baffled and just silent. I was like, I couldn't even tell her about the position. I was like, you know what, girl, I am so sorry. I am. She was like, I need to get the hell up on out of here before I have to go to jail. I was like, wow. That's crazy. How can you be so careless? Not only careless, how can you do that to your girl? I didn't get it. So she was like, she messaged me this morning and asked when was my last day, and put in a good word for her, because she hasn't worked with my manager, you know, closely like she's worked with her manager. My manager is her manager's boss. So she was like, how is she to work with, and blah blah. And I told her, I mean, not gonna take nothing against my manager. She is sweet. She is very lenient. I mean, she's very understanding and caring. Like if you need to be late or come in late or take a day, she's very understanding in that aspect. So I mean, I told her, I said she's cool to work with, just, you know, but her personality, she is get the job done and get it. I mean, she works like me, but she's very stern, and like, especially if she was to do the birth certificates here, I'm very lenient when it comes to birth certificates. I'd be like, okay, well, call me when you're done. She would be like, okay, I'm be back in 30 minutes. If you don't have this ready by the time you leave, then you're gonna have to come back. And I mean, she's very, very stern. So that would be good for you know, the person that do the birth certificates here, because child, I think she has on her little form that if you don't turn in your birth worksheet by a certain time or before you leave, you would most definitely have to come back. And if you're single and you don't have, you know, the birth worksheet turned in, I will go ahead and release the birth certificate without the father's name, and you have to go to court to put, you know, to put his name on there. So I wish I can be like that, but I can't. Girl, I'm so lenient when it comes to these birth certificates, and that tells me right there that this job is not for me, because I give people chance after chance after chance, and that's probably my problem. That's my fault. My fault. I wish I could be more stern like her when it came to the birth certificates, but I'm not. I am not. So she'll be good over here though. So I don't know if she's gonna apply or what, but she told me somebody else in the department over there wants to come over here too. So she said she was gonna wait to see what they're gonna do, or ask them what they're gonna do. Girl, I can't even get this thing in here. I can't see. But yeah, she was gonna ask them what they're gonna do first, and then she was gonna go ahead and try to apply for the position, I guess, whenever I leave. I think I have to leave first before they post the job. So girl, I can't see. Girl. All right, y'all, I think I need to go to Marshall's. I need to run out and do something. I need to go find me something to wear for Saturday, because Kiana is having a little graduation for the summer camp Saturday at 11 o'clock, and I ain't got nothing to wear. All I have are jeans. I might just have to wear jeans, because I don't know if I even feel like going to Marshall's in this heat. Girl, it's been so hot this whole week. I've been sweating in places that I ain't never sweat before. Been sweating under my kneecap, on my forearms. I'm like, what in the world is this heat? Oh, like in the back of my neck. Just this heat is horrible. So so I kind of want to put on some linen pants, but some flowy linen pants or something. But that means I'm gonna have to go out and buy me something. I don't know, y'all, but I was just giving y'all an update and telling y'all this situation, because child, I feel like I'm on what's the show called? Not Maury, but what's the other ghetto show? I don't know, but I was like, damn, how this man must got some money, or he must just look that damn good. He gotta have some money to have a wife and 2 chicks on the side. Unless the 2 chicks think they the only one. A girl, I couldn't imagine what she's going through. But we're gonna pray for her. We're gonna pray for her mental. And oh Lord. Ooh, y'all. I'm headed home. I can't wait to not have to travel these roads. Girl, it is 5:05. And I'm still ways off from home. I left a little late today. I left around 4:30ish or 4:20ish. Only because somebody was complaining about their birth certificate and they haven't received the birth certificate or nothing. They need to put their baby on insurance, and their baby is still basically named baby boy because it had to be released to the state. Tell me why the baby was born June 8th, over a month ago. Tell me when the baby was born June 8th. And where was I? Say it in the comments. Where? On vacation. So I felt so bad for the parents because she was like, I'm trying to put my baby on my insurance and blah 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 this and blah blah that. And I'm like, fuck, because I had already told I already told the girl, I was like, the person that handle your birth certificate, because she has already started on it, she won't be back in until Sunday. And then she was like, I need this for my birth. I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and do it. I'm sick of this. This is the second one this week. Yeah, the second one this week. I can't wait till I leave. Since my boss sent that email, Deidre has been, on her game, but she still has yet to finish all of the ones from when I was off. Well, she probably has like a good 7 or 8 in the queue that was born last month. So I'm praying that she gets her shit together on Sunday, because it ain't that I'm doing the work for her. I'm thinking about the patient. If you in healthcare, you always think about the patients first. So no matter what goes on between you and your co-worker, guess what? The patient's always right, and the patient comes first. Oh, y'all. I was doing a birth certificate this morning, and one of the moms, she was telling me that I guess one of her family members have 6 kids, and they always, on purpose, wait until a whole year to actually name their child. And I looked at them dumbfounded. She was like, I'm dumbfounded too, but they do it on purpose. Every one of their kids has been named, has no name for the first year. Their name is baby boy or baby girl in their last name for a whole year. And she was saying something about, they were saying something, it's part of their culture. And she was like, I never heard of that. Why would you go a whole year and not name your child? So if you're putting your child on the insurance, it's named baby boy Ellis or baby boy Williams. So you go, she said they wait a whole year, and then they go to the, they go and change their baby's name to the actual name after a year. So I stayed in there just dumbfounded. I was like, so what's the rationale behind it? She said it's part of their culture. That I never understood it. 6 kids, and every time they do it on purpose, they don't name the child after a whole year. So what are you calling the child within that year? The child can respond to their name. So what you calling them? Baby? Some people, oh my God, some people, I just never heard of that before. She was like, her and her husband was just looking at me too, because they knew I was going to be like, what? I don't know the rationale, but I'm gonna have to look that up. Is that part of a culture thing? Have y'all heard of that? I'm gonna look it up. And before I edit this video, I'll put it across the screen if it's a cultural thing. I mean, I never. You hear some stories on birth certificates. Some people will sit there and tell you their whole life. Yeah, you hear some stories and you go through so many different situations with the same-sex couples, or the mom is married to another man, but they're legally still married, but they're separated. So the mom has, had a child outside of the marriage, but we have to get the husband's signature to, it's called the presumed father, and you have to actually get the actual husband's signature so they can do a denial of paternity, and then you can put the baby daddy. Girl, it's just so many things you have to go through. But with the same-sex couples, if they're married, you can put the mom's, you can put the other parent's name on there, but you just have to, instead of father, you have to choose parent, and then you can put the parents, the other parent's information on there. But if they're single, the other parent cannot go on. The mom is the only person that's going to be on the birth certificate. You can't add them to the birth certificate because they can't do an acknowledgement of paternity for the single parents if they're same-sex couples or something like that. So it's so many different rules that you have to. Some of them you don't know. You're not gonna know until you're in the situation. Just like the same-sex couple. I never did a same-sex couple before until just recently. And then there was another one. Adoption. I was able to do an adoption situation. All I had to do was let the mom sign, fill out the information or whatever, and then we have an option it's an option that asks, did the mom relinquish the child, and I check yes, and I put the date on there. And then what was another one? I haven't done any other ones that, that's out of the ordinary. But you have so many different situations when it comes to the birth certificates, and that's why it gets so overwhelming. I mean, it gets so overwhelming because you just don't know, And some people get offended, like the same-sex couples, because there was one that Peanut did when she was here, and she didn't know what to do, so she called somebody, one of the birth registrars, and they told her that she has to ask for a marriage license. And when Peanut went into the room and asked about the marriage license, the couple got offended. But Peanut was doing what she was told, so they got real offended. So now all you have to do is just put parent and put the mother's, put the other parent's information. So it's just, I'm so happy. I'm so happy I'm about to be done with these birth certificates, y'all, because child, no, I don't think I can do it no more. I can't do it. Yep, I can't do it, y'all. Girl, I just pulled up to Arby's, and they said they can't take cards through the drive-thru. If I come in, they can take the card. They're only taking cash through the drive-thru. So now I got to take my fat ass in here. What sense does that make? Why can't you just? That don't even make no sense. Why you just can't take the card to the damn register in the front? Cause ain't nobody in here. It's empty as shit. Girl. Damn. Y'all acting real ghetto. You can't take cash through the drive-thru. I mean, you can't take a card through the drive-thru. Only on the inside. Y'all working with the same damn cash register. And you couldn't walk your happy ass over there to the register. Ain't nobody even in here. The fuck? Oh, now I gotta walk out here in this damn heat. Child, everybody mad. Look at them. They gotta come in just to use their card. Ain't nobody in here though. Okay, y'all, I made it home. We've eaten our Arby's. I had the buffalo chicken wrap with the curly fries. They were so good. The curly fries, I forgot how good the curly fries were. I haven't had Arby's in years. So yeah, I just got through editing a video and uploading it to YouTube. I'm tired. Joey already done with the bed, child. He been cleaning all day. He been cleaning and working all day. He cleaned both bathrooms. He mopped the bathroom floors. He vacuumed. He cleaned up the bedroom while he was working. That's the advantage of working at home. You can take a break, clean up, and do all that. So he is tired. Brother is tired. But I am too, y'all. I think the work is getting to me, and I am ready to go. So the countdown is on. Lord have mercy. But I'm about to go take off this makeup, take this hair off. I'm already in my robe and all this stuff, so I'm ready for bed. I just need to take all this face off, girl. So
The time is now. It's do or die. I chose my path. No choosing sides. I'll take what comes. Hit for the ride. I'm that guy. No more time for the bad guy. Never going back to the bad side. Need the holy water, get baptized. Yeah, I'm that guy. No more time for the bad guy. Never going back to the bad side. Need the holy water, get baptized. I'm that guy. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those eyes. Got up and I beat those eyes. It's understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you.
hi, yes, can I get the vanilla ice matcha latte venti with soy milk, please? The venti vanilla matcha latte ice with soy milk. And also a cheese Danish, please.
What else for you?
That's it.
Oh, let me check if we have those. Alright, you're getting our last one today.
Oh, yay.
Alright, that'll be $10.93 for you.
Thank you. Hey y'all, happy Friday. I have finally made it to the house. Y'all, it is hot outside. It's making you not want to do nothing. You hear me? Nothing at all. We had talked about, of course, we always talk about going out to eat and getting something to drink after work every day this week. But guess what? Guess where we've been? In the house. It's just too hot, girl. And then I drive that long drive home, and I'm like, once I drive that long drive home, I'm like, and I get here, and I'm tired. The heat, I have air in my car. I have air, but I have to walk to my car and walk in this apartment too. Girl, it's hot. It just feel like the heat is on. So Joey just went to go get some pizza. He ordered Mr. Jim's, and yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. I think we have a new episode of 60 Days In, so we're gonna watch that. And tomorrow is Kiana's little graduation for her summer camp, and I think that's at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I still got to get up early. I ain't gonna be able to sleep in. So I know we're gonna go and eat afterwards and all that stuff. But tonight, all this week, we did not go out for drinks or anything. We just been drinking at the house. It's safer that way, and it's also cheaper to eat in the house. At the house, you go out for drinks and dinner. Child, you damn near spending over $100. When we got liquor and food, well, we're going to order some, like I said, Mr. Jim's, he ordered Mr. Jim's, and they had a good special, like $36 for 2 pizzas, salad, a drink, and something else, and a dessert for $36. And it's a specialty pizza. I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. We can have leftovers for either tomorrow or Sunday, child. But like I was saying, I can't do it. Girl, it ain't in me. It is not in me. Where's my charger? But yeah, y'all, work was okay. I think I'm just ready. There's a point of time in my office, I was just sitting there, like not doing nothing for a whole 30 minutes to an hour. I wasn't on lunch or nothing. I was just sitting there. Like, I know I got stuff to do, but I'm checked out, you know? So, yeah, I'm so checked out. The girl that I was telling you about yesterday at my sister's hospital, she was messaging me about the job. I sent her pictures of the of my office and the area where she would be. And I think she's still a little skeptical, being that she has to be the team lead. I told her, I said, it's going to be a little stressful. But like I was saying earlier, she's very stern. And I told her, I said, you have that great quality about you. I mean, stern can be good and bad, you know. So she has a great quality about her. And I think she'll be a great fit, you know, for that department. Especially with her knowledge of birth certificates. And Nidra just now coming into the birth certificates. And then she can just teach her much, much, much more than I was teaching her, because I barely know stuff myself. I always have to, you know, email her or text her about birth certificate questions. So it's just my time. Oh, I'm going to tell y'all a little funny, y'all. Girl, the release of information person told me, as soon as I walked in, she was looking at some pictures. So I thought she was on Facebook or something. And she was like, Christy. I said, huh? She said, come in. She said, if you, okay, the ROI person is the release of information person. So if the patients want their records, or if the doctors are requesting records, they have to fill out a release of information. Well, the patients have to fill out a release of information form, and also they have to provide their ID. So she can also send the patient, if they call, she can also send the patients a link to their phone. So once they click on that link, they can just automatically fill out their information and upload their ID. So she told the woman to fill out the release of information form and then upload her ID. Tell me why this woman, she done uploaded selfies of herself. One picture like face shot and 2 pictures full body. Like, ID means like your driver's license, your ID. So she had to call the woman back. I guess the woman was getting confused, because I heard her explain it to her a bunch of times. And then the woman, and she was like, and also, ma'am, I need your ID. I need you to take a picture of your ID and upload it to, you know, the email or whatever. And she was like, I sent you pictures. Ma'am, I need an ID. And the woman looks like she was in her 50s, so she knows what a freaking ID is. Maybe younger than that. You gonna upload some selfies in 2 full body pictures, like we on a singles website or connect a dating app or something. And the release of information person, she was like, she put in all her information, but she sent me these pictures. I'm like, girl, go get that woman a drink. She need a drink. She need a drink, just like I need one. But anyways, y'all, I think this is gonna end this week's vlog. I think tomorrow's gonna be like a separate vlog. But yeah, I was just picking up the camera to tell y'all good hour, say good morning. Happy Friday. Hope y'all enjoy y'all's weekend. And yeah. And I will see y'all in the next one.
Wake up and I do my part.
Bye.
Wake up and I